All right, welcome to the show today. We've got a great show. We've got a good guest. Today we will be discussing the major geopolitical events that led up to the First World War. So let's get started. All right, welcome back. Let's get started. We've got a guest today. Our guest is Carson Cook.
It's me.
He's finally here. He's been dodging us for a little while, but we got him.
Yeah.
How you feeling, Carson?
Good. It's been a good day. Ready to podcast.
Nice. Good to hear. Good to hear. Well, I guess let's say that he hails from the Cook family, Rachel and Ben Cook branch of the family, so we know who we're talking to here.
Yes.
Who would you say currently is your favorite sibling?
That's such a... I only have one brother. I don't want to say he's my favorite, but he's my favorite.
Okay. All right, good. And that would be?
It's Laker, my
Okay.
brother, Eli Laker Cook.
Eli Laker Cook?
It's funny, though, because we used to hate each other for, like, a long time.
Okay.
Like, fights every day.
Yeah.
We're like polar opposites, but just, I don't know, when I got to high school, he decided to be nice to me, and then that turned into whatever. So we're cool now.
It's nice. It's nice of
Yeah.
them. Follow up, who would you say is your sibling that you currently, I know it changes, hate the most?
There's no way everyone's answering these questions like for real.
Oh, some answer so quick.
Yeah.
You see.
I think you've taken the longest so far to answer this
That's
question.
so weird. Like, I
Everybody's been
don't-
firing it off.
I can't. Okay, let's see. Least favorite sibling. Let's go with. This is a joke, by the way, because I love all my siblings, but I'm gonna say Sierra because she doesn't even live in my house anymore, so I like see her the least, I guess.
However, you got to justify it.
Very
So
diplomatic.
you currently hate Sierra the most?
Yeah,
That's awesome.
I hate Sierra the most.
Okay. And who would you say is your favorite aunt and uncle?
Man, it's so hard to pick favorites.
It is a difficult choice.
There's like the really cool ones, the ones that like took me to Disneyland that one time.
Yeah. That sounds awesome.
I don't want to say who it is, but if you know, you know. You can say it if you want.
No, I think you have to.
I have to say it?
Yes.
Steven Allison.
Is that because they're in the room right now?
No,
Is that part of the reason?
No, that's.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like an unfair comparison. I feel it's not a fair fight. I think. but-
Right.
We don't
I
fight
get it.
fair.
Right.
That's true.
So it's just different. I don't know.
Okay. Favorite movie?
Ooh, I don't watch movies really anymore.
I don't know. It doesn't have to be a new movie. It could, like, favorite movie could be all the way back from when you were a little.
You know, for the longest time, I loved I Am Legend.
Okay.
It's like a zombie movie with Will Smith in
I'm
it.
aware. You know it's a remake, right?
No, I didn't know that.
But
But I
actually
did.
been remade several times.
Well, that's the good one then.
Oh, you haven't seen the others. I would beg to differ.
Okay.
There's a Vincent Price. There's a
Charlton Heston,
Charlton
too, I
Heston.
think.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
some good ones.
That one has two endings to it. There's like two alternate endings to the same movie, and
Oh.
both of them end like one way or completely the opposite way. It's weird.
They often do that. Sometimes they do it to throw everybody off,
Oh yeah, yeah. I
so
don't
they
know.
don't know like what's going on.
That was my childhood favorite though. So.
Okay, so I Am Legend is your favorite movie.
Yep, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right, hey,
It's on the record.
It is what it is. What it is.
It is on the record.
It is now.
Go back.
In nicknames, I know like
My nicknames.
yeah, Cars for quite a while. But what else?
My mom likes to call me Ballsy, especially around my friends.
Okay, ballsy or just balls?
Balls. I get
Yeah.
that a lot too. Carbone from some of the uncles
Yeah.
on the football team.
Okay,
My coach used to call me Pretty Boy because I'm always like moving my hair out of my face.
got ya. So your coach's little pretty boy.
I guess so.
Okay, it's better than coach's big boy. Why balls?
I don't actually know who came up with the name, but I think it was like when I was a little kid, somebody just started calling me Poo Balls, and then it just turned into Balls, and then it was like just turned into Ballsy, and
Just
to this day, I'm 18 by the way. Everyone calls me Ballsy. Just like, how do I get that nickname?
and I wonder because I don't actually know. I have to ask your mom, I guess, like where poo balls came from.
Yeah, I don't know who came up with it, but it was just this is how it was.
Maybe there was an incident.
What are you suggesting?
I'm not suggesting anything. I'm just, well, I guess I am. I'm inferring. Currently working?
Yes,
Where
I work at a quilting store.
Okay, what's it called?
It's called So Yeah.
Oh, it's okay.
Basically, the job was kind of handed to me because I was just coming off a hot streak at McDonald's.
Nice.
And I hated that joint. I worked there like my whole junior year. And then I worked in the warehouse at So Yeah the summer before, and they were short-handed up front. And my mom works in their warehouse right now. And they were like, we need more people. And I was telling her how I hate my job right now. It was okay. The people were cool, but it's McDonald's, so. But I got like a text from him, and he was like, if you want to work over here, you can. And he gave me like really good hours. I basically work full time. I get 7-hour shifts 5 days a week, so
Nice.
it's pretty good. I'm the only boy that works up front, and I work with old grandmas all day, so that's my life.
Sweet.
It's a good life. It's an easy life.
Nice. Sounds awesome.
Schmooze old ladies all day long.
Wanted to just point out that Carson does a lot of service, helps out a lot of people when he can. When he does work a lot and has other extracurriculars. But I can recall that there was a time when there was a lady that needed her oil changed. Did you want to tell that story?
Wait, what?
You don't remember?
I do remember. Are you
so-
talking about Sierra's friend?
Well, let's.
Where
tell
did
the story.
you get this story from? Oh man. Okay. So it was the first time. It wasn't my first time. Yeah, it was my first time actually, doing it by myself.
Okay.
And it was Sierra's best friend, Samantha Monson, name drop. And she was like, I need the oil changed in my Tacoma. And my dad was like, oh, I won't be there, but if you want to,
Carson's like, I got this.
you and Laker can go do it. And so he like, we've already done it before, but not on like that, I guess. And
Yeah.
I guess it was different. So we went and like watched a bunch of YouTube videos, and my dad was like, here, make sure you do look for this and whatever, right? And we get out there, get under the car, and Laker was like indecisive about it. And I wanted to be like the big boss man. I was like, it's this one. I know it's this screw. There's like, I opened the wrong thing. Basically, we drained, I think it was the coolant, and then we filled up the oil double. And so we went to put in the dipstick at the end, and when it came out, it was like twice what it should have been. I was like, do it again. I don't know why that's happening.
Did
We
you
didn't-
charge her extra?
And so it was free. In fact, my dad had to fix it.
Now,
So
now just let's pause for a second. It didn't seem odd that the oil looked like coolant.
yeah, it was definitely not okay, but it wasn't like it was like a weird light color tan. So I'm assuming it was like green or blue, and it just kind of over time.
They
But-
had like red ones kind of.
But I obviously clearly didn't think maybe this isn't black oil. So I mean, it didn't cross Laker's mind either. I'm not blaming it on him because I'm the one that was like, it's
Sounds
this
like
one,
it.
and then just unwrenched it. So basically, we had to refill we had to dump all the oil out. We went and bought new oil for her, and then we couldn't figure out what we drained and had to fix. And then my dad, who works night shifts, by the way, she had to leave her car overnight, and my dad got home from work at 6 a.m, and he got up and fixed it right there before he even went to bed.
Was probably super stoked to have to do that.
He had to like buy some like weird pump because our car was like a weird version. I don't know what. Clearly, I didn't know, but
You had good intentions,
we did not do it, and then my dad had to do it.
but you had good intentions.
Yes, we were gonna fix the oil. We were
And
gonna
then
change
you
the
learned
oil.
that the road to hell is paved with good intentions.
Right. So I've never done that again.
See, because you learned. That's awesome.
Right. So I've never accidentally drained some other thing and then doubled the oil. I've never done that.
Nice. Something else I've been meaning to talk to you about, and that is, what can you tell us about Spooky Town?
Spooky Town. Like, it's so long ago.
Do you remember, when was the last time you were in Spooky Town?
I have vivid memories of when all the uncles like coached football and my mom was like the cheerleader coach. I remember that was like prime Spooky Town, whatever.
Okay.
And no girls were allowed. And I had just like all these like, it was like a big tombstone that like rolled out of the way to like a purple aura staircase. Like
Let's
went
pause
down.
for a second, because I think our viewers, we've lost them. So everybody understands out there.
Okay.
Carson used to creep everybody out because he would go to a place called Spooky Town when he was pretty young. He started when you were pretty young, and he would
I
be
had to be,
talking
like,
about
3 or 4.
Yeah, 3-4 years old, and he would just talk about going to Spooky Town and like weird stuff that he was doing in Spooky Town.
There's a
and
book
weird,
about it.
And so that's so okay. So there's a tombstone.
It's
rolls
just a
away.
bunch of like creatures and stuff. Because I used to have night terrors, but I didn't know that, and I was like a bold kid, so I wasn't scared of them. I would just like see them all the time because like I'm hyperactive, so like I don't sleep. Like I just be watching these things, and I had like weird dreams about it. So then I thought they were real.
Yeah.
And then I just created a weird land of them, and then talked about it way too much to everybody.
Yeah. Yeah,
And-
because it was definitely real to you. Like it was this
real.
was the real deal.
My mom sat me down one day and she was like, "We're making a book," and she had like little monster stickers and a blank book that you can like create the pages for and stuff. And I mean, I had to be like 4 or 5, and I just like, named off like 10 different things and what they do, and drew pictures, and it was weird. I was weird.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was weird. But it was also pretty awesome. Spooky Town.
It's pretty awesome.
It's a shame you don't still get to go.
Nope.
Pizza nights. Memories of pizza nights. What do you?
There's like boxing nights. Those were funny to watch all the cousins like pretend like we were tough. Joe always thought he was like all that. Boxing
of
like
chips.
me, Jacob, and Noah, and then Laker. It was like we're just a bunch of little goofers.
So our pizza nights, so that our viewers understand, the boys decided that they wanted to box each other, so they talked me into buying them boxing gloves so that on pizza night they could beat each other up in the backyard.
I'd say Noah's the champion. Noah's the best boxer.
Oh, interesting.
Maybe not then, but
He
we've-
evolved.
We've done like boxing type matches since then, and he's the best. He's the best at it.
Nice. Good to know.
Yeah. But other pizza night things is when we started getting all the like the big arcade machines. That was like
Nice.
that brought pizza night to life, and then we'd start bringing all of our friends. Cause like they have like a whole arcade upstairs, and there's like you guys have a ton up here.
Yeah, we still got them.
The mini bikes.
Mini
bikes
bikes.
were crazy.
Yeah.
Love those things.
There's a couple videos. I think
That's
we
where the
got, at
dream
least you guys.
started, okay? It
Yeah.
started with mini bikes.
Now, okay, so in your motorcycle, do you have your own bike?
It's my mom's bike because I am not balling.
Okay.
I'm not going to buy that before my mission, but
So now that you're a biggie boy, you ride a girl's bike?
it's a Harley. And I ride my dad's bike too, okay?
Okay.
But I have been riding for like a year and a half now. I've had my license for a year and a half. I've been riding for like
And
2
haven't
years.
wrecked one time.
The only bad one was like I I dropped a bike doing a U-turn, and it's a big bike. The bikes are like 800 pounds.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm aware.
I went way too slow on a U-turn, and I just completely dropped the bike. And
It was like slow motion.
yes.
Nice. And
So,
so, what's your longest ride?
We did a North Shore ride up by Lake Mead. I went with my dad, and that one was like 3.5 hours, maybe 3.5
Nice.
hours. Yeah, it was pretty good.
Respectable.
It's a very windy road, and so it was good. It was a little earlier on in my riding days
Got ya.
because I've been riding for so long now. It's like I'm so pro now.
It was it was early on in your career.
Of 1 year. Yeah.
You want to call anybody out? Is there anybody?
No, but I will say there's like two things I want to say.
All right, let's hear it.
So if you see this mullet that's going on right here, okay?
Nice.
I've been growing. I've had a mullet since 8th grade. I've had a
Sweet.
mullet for a long time.
Since before they were cool.
Since before they were cool. Yes, they weren't even cool. And then all of a sudden they were in right as I got a mullet. And so mine was like on fleek. And nobody had one yet. And so I was basically the trendsetter. Anyways, I've had it for like 5 years. I'm cutting it off tonight.
Oh,
After this, I'm going home and I'm cutting my mullet off.
big
which leads-
exclusive.
Which leads me to my second part, which is I'm leaving on my mission in like 2 months.
Yeah.
And somebody was like, how many weeks is that? I'm like, oh, I don't know. And I went and looked. It's like 10 weeks, which is like really close.
Yeah.
I'm like about to graduate. And so I was like, I guess I got to chop the mullet off. It's getting a little hot outside. So
Tomorrow is May, so you will be graduating this month, and then
yeah,
mission. And where are you going?
I am going to Argentina. It's the Bahia Blanca mission.
Nice. Becoming a family affair.
Yes.
A lot of art.
That's
Argentina
like,
missions.
I'm thinking like the 5th, right?
I think.
Yeah.
I think that's how. Yeah.
So I report to home MTC July 7th. I'll be in Mexico MTC the 16th, and then I'll be in Argentina August 20th.
Crazy.
Awesome.
So
And you won't see Laker for 4 years.
Your favorite
yes,
sibling?
Laker doesn't get back till September, so I have to wait till then. It's okay though.
Yeah, you got technology now. At least you kind of see each other.
Yeah,
Just not in
that's
person.
true. I probably talked to Laker the most. Like on his P days, he gets like, he talks to us before they like leave the apartment, whatever.
Nice.
And I probably talk to him the most, but that's because I'm his
Right.
favorite. He's
Right.
my favorite. So
Okay.
I see. You got anything?
No, it was a great episode.
Good episode.
yes, it was. A great
Thanks for coming.
episode.
You can come back, hopefully.
Yes,
And sounds good.
that's a wrap.
So that's-